Welcome back to the Beard Bros Podcast. Hope you guys are having a blessed day. Before we get into anything, please like, please subscribe. Gonna give a shout out to Mad Manny. His new album's out. Lord have mercy. Go copy it. Go stream it. Spotify, iTunes, anywhere else you can stream music. Keep doing work, Mad Manny. Appreciate the sponsor, man. Hope you're doing well. On that note, we're gonna introduce our guests. We got two individuals here. They're representing a local boxing gym called Bully Boxing. Would you guys like to introduce yourselves?
I'm Tasha. I'm the team mom and owner of Bully Boxing.
I'm Mac Esparza. I'm the boxer.
All right. All
I'm a
right.
boxer.
Well, we're going to get to know them. We're going to ask them questions and just kind of get a feel for obviously the boxer's aspect, but also the owner of the gym. Like, how does that go? So let's ask, let's start here. How long you been boxing, man?
I've been boxing for about, like 12 years now? No. Boxing like 5 years.
Okay, nice. And you started, we were talking off camera, but he mentioned you and your pups, you guys were working on your hand drills, I'm assuming, stuff like that when you were little, right?
Yes, sir. We worked on a lot of like technique, just real, real simple things because I was real young at the time whenever we were working.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of handled the basics,
Okay. Was your dad a boxer by any chance?
My dad wasn't a boxer. He was a big fan of the sport.
Okay.
Him and my grandpa were.
Oh, okay. Nice. And who did your dad watch by any chance? Do you know?
He talks a lot about Julio Cesar Chavez Sr.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And
Very popular around this area.
Yes, sir. And I'm guessing he used to watch Miguel Cotto too.
Oh, yeah. He was really good. He threw hands and he was a beast.
That was a brawler right there.
Yeah, he's my favorite fighter.
Oh, it's your favorite fighter?
Yeah, he's my favorite fighter.
Nice.
Yeah.
I think Julio, didn't he box like in Ruidoso? Man, this was like in the 90s. I would say so. I want to say mom and dad went to the boxing fight in Ruidoso. It was like,
Wow.
I don't remember what. I could be lying. don't quote me. I'm gonna have to fact check myself. But I'm almost certain that they went over there, they watched him or whatever. And like I said, he's just popular from around here and stuff. So who do you watch, if anybody?
I watch a lot of like Canelo.
Okay.
I watch him, and then I watch Julio, and then I watch just different kinds of boxers. Like I watched the Tank Davis fight.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's a man
What was
right
it?
there.
Was it
Yeah,
Gonzalez?
I heard him and Danny Garcia are potentially gonna fight, but I know Danny's super young. He's like 19.
Ryan
That's Ryan.
Oh, Ryan, my
Yeah.
bad. I did that yesterday. I was at the barber and we were talking about it, and I was calling him Danny, but yes, Ryan Garcia.
Yeah, he's an up and coming fighter as well. He's young.
He is young, but man, I think he's really good.
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah.
He's a stud. Davis, I mean, he's just been on one too. I don't think he looked as good as he has in the past this last fight, but I mean, he still got the
He still
W.
got- he did. He did good.
So, have you had any fights yourself?
Yes, sir. I have 26 fights right now.
Wow. Dang.
26?
That's
Yes,
a lot of fighting, considering your age.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
So I got a question for you. So considering his age, he's underage. Would you like to? How old are you?
I'm 13 years old.
He's 13. He's had 20 plus fights already.
That's
I don't know if any
close
of you
to
guys.
30, man.
I've
That's a
never
lot of
had
fights.
even double digit fights, and I would not say they're boxing. But that's for another podcast. Do they have to have permission from parents?
Yes, so we have to register them with USA Boxing. Every boxer is registered with USA Boxing along with the coaches.
Okay.
The coaches have to be registered as well. So you do the registration for 1 year,
Okay.
and then every year you have to renew it, and you have to be at least 8 years old.
Oh, okay.
So you can't box under the age of 8.
Okay, that makes
So-
sense.
That does make
How long do
sense.
they have to have that headgear on? Like the
Headgear, it only comes on right before the fight and right after the fight.
Okay.
You know, or if we're sparring, the kids wear headgear.
Okay.
How old do they have to be when they get to take it off, like the headgear?
You have to be
No,
professional.
you have to be a
right?
pro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you-
amateurs, they're all
Oh,
headgear.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're constantly because I don't know if you watch YouTube, but there was those two YouTubers recently boxed, and they had an amateur fight which included the headgear. But then I don't know what the protocols of becoming a professional are. But their last fight, they were professional fighters, I guess, and they didn't fight with headgear.
Oh.
Yeah,
So Yeah,
so
that's
they
a-
have to wear headgear up until. I mean, they even have masters in the amateurs. In the masters division, you're like 40 years old.
Whoa.
oh wow,
Yeah, it's really cool, and they still wear headgear.
Oh,
So
that's interesting.
yeah, just amateur, but when you turn pro, you don't.
At least I know when I'm 40, I can go to Masters and start fighting.
Well, you gotta start boxing now, man.
Let's go in there, you know. It's okay.
Give it a
So-
go, and you're good.
Another question.
Yeah.
What's your weight class?
My weight class right now it ranges between 110, 108, and 106.
Okay. And are you in the cutting stage, or is that just your like regular weight and you just box at your regular weight?
I got
This is a
cut.
touchy subject. Yeah, this is a touchy
Uh-oh.
subject. This boy walks around at like 114, 115.
Okay.
So he'll start cutting weight probably. It's supposed to be like 3 weeks before his
I'm
fight.
kind of, I like to eat, so
Oh, you're a growing boy,
Yeah.
so I don't blame you.
This is
whatsoever.
the hardest part of boxing is the discipline on the food and cutting weight.
Okay.
It's so hard.
Do you have like a nutrition plan for him, or
We have a strength and conditioning coach that is helping us with our nutrition and stuff like that. We've also thought about going maybe vegan with
Oh,
him.
okay.
So, we're trying to find out what's working best for us,
Yeah, I'll tell you,
How's
vegan,
training? Is it
vegan's
intense?
tough.
oh yeah, for sure. It's
That's intense.
the strength and conditioning is very makes you sore, just
Yeah.
working out, and then the technique too. Believe it or not, it's very tiring, very difficult.
Yeah.
Like say you can't get something right, just thinking about
It's like a
it.
mental game.
Oh, yeah,
I like
that's-
that.
Yeah.
See about the soreness, I don't know nothing about that. That'll work out.
I feel like it is a lot more mental, even when you're actually probably in a fight. Because I always see there's always different types of fighters, but I feel like there is a distinguish between one fighter and the other. Like sometimes you get the guy that talks a lot, and then you got the guy that's super quiet.
Yeah.
Very
Do you ever recommend for your fighters to like kind of do you know who Conor McGregor is?
Yes.
He does the riling up,
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
stuff to one another. Do you suggest your kids don't do that, or do you leave it up to them?
No, my kids are not like that.
Okay.
No, not at all. They're very humble.
Okay.
And they're not like that at all. Like
Okay.
everybody's very humble, very chill. Even with we've got some big wins, and we're still, very sportsmanship. Go up to
Right.
them, tell them thank you, and
That's good.
good fight and
Shake
stuff
their
like that.
hand.
Shake their
Shake
hands.
their hand. I'm assuming there's had to have been occasions where it's not as clear cut as that.
Yeah, there's been a couple. Yeah.
It's okay. I mean, sometimes it's on the other side, and I mean it's fine. I mean, I
Yeah.
guess.
I think
Yeah.
some of the times too, maybe they just get caught up in the moment, just getting hit, get kind of mad, just like, you're just kind of there, like shaking, just angry. I can see that.
Do you get nervous?
At the beginning, like, I used to get real nervous, real like, stage fright, I guess.
Okay.
But now it's kind of just like, alright, I gotta go in there and do my thing, gotta get moving,
Okay.
Okay.
That's good. Yeah, I've always been curious about that. I know for a fact, like, if I've never been in that limelight, but I could only imagine the nerves would be high.
I'll be going crazy.
Yeah, my nerves are crazy.
Oh, I can imagine.
Mine are. This is not only as his mom, but my other fighters as well.
Yes.
Because we're with these kids every
There's a
single
bottle.
day. Whether
Right.
they're growing as a fighter, as a person, and then the team mom. I'm the only woman there.
Okay.
The other three coaches, they're all guys. So
Okay.
I'm mom.
Right,
in
right.
a sense, So it's like, oh my gosh, this kid is gonna drive me crazy. I was like, oh.
So let's get into that. So, so did you start boxing prior to the gym? opening?
Yes, he
Okay.
started boxing in Seguin, Texas, because we're not from here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, we're not from here. So he started boxing his first time to walk in a gym. He was 6 years old.
Oh, wow.
Little bitty guy. He had to stand on a milk crate just to reach the speed bag.
Two of them.
He couldn't
man.
even reach it. So.
That's determination, man.
Oh,
And you're like, nothing's gonna set me back. I'm gonna hit this bag and I'm
I'm
gonna do it.
definitely not going there because I probably have to stand on one stick. To this day, I am good. I'm not
He's
going
like,
there.
nah, I'll pass. Yeah, so he was a little bitty guy.
Okay.
You know, when we went to Seguin, we were in Seguin, and then we moved to Roswell.
Okay.
You know, we went to a couple of gyms here, and then we finally decided, probably, it was about 3 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we started training kids, and then that gym with that trainer shut down. So I had, I think it was like 4 or 5 kids at the house, training in my living room.
Hey,
You know,
in the
because they didn't.
garage.
Yeah, they were in the garage. They didn't want to stop.
Right.
You know, I didn't want to disappoint these kids and be like, hey, you know what? I'm sorry.
Right.
So we started training them, and so we ended up getting like a little bitty room in Elite Fitness. Like, I don't know if y'all have ever been there, but upstairs there's like a tiny little room.
Oh yeah, it's
So,
not very big at all.
Yeah, no, I think we had what, 5 bags in there.
Yeah.
Dang, in that little room?
Yeah, it was tiny. They were all against the wall. The kids would bump up against each other. So what we would do is we'd break them up between 2 classes,
Oh, okay.
and we'd take some outside to the track,
Oh, okay.
and then we would have the kids in the room.
Mhm.
So you know, we trained kids there for a while, took them to compete, had some good wins and humble losses.
Right.
You know, so but it was really good. Then we decided, let's build a gym.
Okay.
So we bought a couple of lots here in town, you know, and we were going to start building. And I just happened to pass by this new building that we're at now.
Okay.
And so that's when we started remodeling. And
What's the location of that?
it's 312 East McGaffey.
Alrighty.
Yeah, so we're there with a little orange light outside. If you look in the windows, you can see the kids working out. But that's where we're at. We've been there about a year.
Okay.
Actually, February 8th was going to be our first, when we opened our doors officially.
Oh,
So it
okay.
hasn't even really been quite a year just yet. And we're expanding. You know, we have that middle building that we're pouring concrete in, trying to get it ready. And I think we have 22 kids right now.
Wow. What are the ages like? What do they vary from?
Right now, my youngest is 8 because that's when we take them.
Okay.
Is 8. And then our oldest is
He's
15 or 16.
Okay.
Yeah, but we take them all the way. I mean, I've
So
had
there's
20
no age limit.
No, there's not an age limit. You know, I had a
Okay.
30-year-old for a little bit, a 25-year-old for a little bit. I mean, we'll train. You know, if you want to fight, we'll train you.
Okay.
You know, but we are a competition team. So
Okay.
we've been all over. We've
Where's y'all's
been.
next one?
Our next one is here in town, February 29th at the Elks.
There
Okay.
you guys go. You heard it here.
Yeah.
You guys need to go out there, buy tickets,
I'm gonna go train
support
out
our
and beat it.
local fighters. Oh, what's that?
I'm gonna train. I'm gonna go be in it.
I don't think there's enough
Highlight.
time for you.
Highlight.
Main event.
Yeah.
Get your
You
belt.
come in as the heavyweight.
Co-main event.
We'll find another podcast and we'll
Hey, that would be dope. That would be dope. You know what? That would be cool. I would be down. Hopefully they're brothers. I'll fight the older brother. You fight the little brother. And
We'll get it, bro. We'll figure it out.
I don't know. That would be
Are
pretty
you fighting in
crazy.
that card?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he's already matched up. He's the only one that's matched up. He's fighting a kid from Las Cruces.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this will be his first time to fight at 110. Usually
Okay.
he fights 106, 108.
Okay.
But like I said, weight.
The weight.
Oh,
No, cutting weight is difficult. I remember in high school, like the thing that I never wrestled, but I know wrestlers, and like they would be like spitting in like 2 liters and stuff right
Oh,
before their
man.
fights. I guess the saliva weighs down too, like
yeah,
your water,
it's water
weight.
weight. Yeah.
Yes. And
Yeah,
so,
he's had to do that a couple of times.
It's pretty crazy because spitting, like, I spit so much one time, I wanted to cry, but I couldn't.
There was nothing to
And then,
I don't mean to laugh. That just sounds funny.
and then like, let's see, I went to Utah to fight for regionals. And
Okay.
I had
the
a,
Olympics.
oh yeah, for Junior Olympics actually. And I had went over there and I was like, alright, I'm good. I had lost all my weight. And it was a 12-hour drive, right? So I was like, oh man, I want to eat something. And I was just kind of snacking on little things over there, little healthy things. And then got there and I weighed in and I was like, alright, I'm good. And then they moved the fight to the next day because it's like a 2-tournament kind of thing, 2-day tournament. And then I ate a burger and I drank 2 bottles of water. And then I had to lose all that weight. So the day before the fight, that day, I ate the burger and everything. I ran 5 miles with the
trash bag on.
trash bag, and then I had a long sleeve and then a jacket, and then I had some sweats on.
And he was spitting at the same time.
And I was spitting. And then after all that, after running the 5 miles, I sat in a sauna for a good maybe 20 minutes.
Yeah,
Damn.
And I was just shadow boxing, just sweating and sweating. And then next day I woke up, and then I had to run another 5 miles spitting.
Wow.
And you had to fight the next day
He
too?
had to fight that day.
I fought the same day.
Oh my goodness, that's
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
You would think
intense.
once you weighed in,
Yeah.
you'd be fine the first time?
So on Junior Olympics and stuff like that, it's regulated. You have to make that mark every single day. So, it's a big tournament. I mean, you go from, let's see, Matt got a walkover, which as a walkover is that there wasn't a match for him.
Okay.
So he got a walkover here in the state of New Mexico, which made him like the 106-pound champion, and he was representing New Mexico and Utah.
Nice.
Whoa.
So then we go to regionals in Utah,
Uh-huh.
and that's where you still had to weigh in at what you weighed
The day before.
at the last fights.
Okay.
So you have to stay 106 the whole time. So if we would have won at regionals and gone to nationals, he still would have had to
the
weigh,
third time?
yeah,
Oh,
at
shit.
106 all 3 days.
What is your, I want your opinion on this, because for me personally, he's not getting any nutrients in order to replenish himself. It doesn't seem healthy.
It's really not, but at the same time, I mean, you weigh in at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
You're not going to fight till 3 or 4.
Right.
So it's not, you've got that
Okay.
time to drink water, to eat what you want, because once you weigh in, you're good.
right.
So once you weigh in, he can bump up back to 110.
But then by the morning of 8 a.m., he'd have to cut as long as he wins and he moves to the
right,
next
if
day.
it's a tournament.
Okay.
If it's a big tournament
Yeah,
like
I
that,
see
like
what
if it's Junior Olympics, Silver Gloves,
Okay.
or whatever, that you have to. But let's say it's just what we call a smoker, and that's
Okay.
what we hold. It's just small events,
Yeah.
that a gym's putting on. You weigh in that morning,
Okay.
you fight that day, and you're good. There's nothing else after that. So
Now the 3 or 2 day, that seems like a lot, because it's just
Yeah.
typically, if I'm correct, maybe I'm wrong, you can correct me if I am wrong. You weigh in and when you're done, you're good.
Mhm.
Typically they bulk up or they gain a little bit of weight.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna walk into the fight at, let's say you fight at 110, you're gonna be at 114, 115, maybe even more.
yeah,
So that's typically how fighters go, but it seems harder to do that in that type of tournament situation.
yeah. But again, that's where the discipline comes in.
That's
You
what-
And I
know,
guess
that's-
you're
You're
right.
trying to go to the Junior Olympics, bro. It takes.
I guess you're right, because it's not like you're the only one doing it. The other fighter has to do it as well.
Yeah,
So-
everybody's got to make weight. And some kids have to gain weight. Some kids, they're like, oh, well, I got to weigh 64 pounds and he's 60 pounds, so they weigh in with a full belly and lots of water.
Because he's young, I'm not sure if he gets any accommodation financially for a win or a loss or anything. So what are the regulations of not making weight? Is the fight completely off?
It depends if you're in Junior Olympics or something like that in a tournament, or if you're in a smoker. If
Okay.
you're in a smoker and USA Boxing will call the other coach and be like, hey, Matt came in at 113, y'all were set to fight at 110, do you want to still take the fight?
Oh,
Or
okay.
sometimes they'll give him 5 pounds. Most of the time they give him 5 pounds up and 5 pounds down.
Oh.
So if he's at 110 and he weighs in at 113, he should be good to go.
Oh, okay.
Now, if he's over the 5 pounds, then that's when they call the coach and be like, well, do y'all still want to take the fight?
I see.
So,
See, I would. Okay, so hear me out. If I'm fighting at 110 and I have a 5 pound leeway, why not come in at 115? You should be good, right?
yeah, you should be, but it's just, a matter of, again, discipline.
No, but
as a person.
but basically, what I'm saying is, I know we're at 110, but I know if I stay within 5 pounds, I'm good to fight.
Yeah.
Why not come in heavier, intentionally heavier? Doesn't that benefit the
It
person?
does. Yeah, there's ways around. It would benefit
I mean, it
Yeah,
sounds
more
like a little bit
fighter.
like you're trying to cheat a little,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I mean, if it's within the rules, it's still
It's still within the rules,
Right.
You know, and as you get older, or as the weights get heavier, I think it goes up to like a 10-pound difference when you're in the masters. So you get there, you go. You know, you get a 10-pound difference.
I
So-
got this.
Dang.
I got this,
Yeah, 'cause
bro.
I'm
not
pretty
giving
sure,
40
like-
dudes out when I'm 40, bro.
like UFC. The way they work is it's a like if it's a championship fight, you have to be either at or below the actual weight, and anything above that, if you're like a pounder over or whatever, you start losing. Well, obviously they're getting paid, but it's like 30% of their purse,
Yeah.
so they can even cancel the fight,
Mhm.
and that's a pound.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it's 5 pounds.
Well,
That
with
seems
the-
like
it's-
a lot.
With that, it's just the smokers. It's just the
Okay.
small events.
Okay.
You know, it is more regulated whenever, like I said, it's Junior Olympics or Golden Gloves,
The-
Silver Gloves.
The bigger tournaments are more strict on weight.
yeah.
Okay.
They're
Yeah.
real, like, say I was over 2 pounds, they'll give you a certain time that you have to reach it. And if you
Okay.
don't reach it, they'll cut you off.
So you get like 2 weigh-ins. So you get to weigh in, and if you're kind of over, they're like, "Hey, you got 3 hours, whatever. Here you go. You gotta
Yeah.
get that."
What do you
weight
tell
up."
them when you do go on the first time?
So the first time you go on, say you feel like you're overweight, you'd be like, "May I test my weight, please?" And they'll be like, "Yeah, get on." Then you test your weight, and if you're over, they'll be like, "Oh, well, you're over this much." Yeah, okay, I'm gonna go lose it by this time.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because weigh-ins are, let's say, from 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock. You get there at 7 o'clock. Well, you have till 9 o'clock till the scales close to make that weight. And that's another thing that's really hard. You know, every scale is different.
Yeah.
You know, I
Yeah.
have 3 different scales at the gym, right? And one kid could be 2 pounds over on this one and a pound over on this one.
Really?
So yeah, they're all different. It's terrible. So you go to these, you know, tournaments and stuff where they have the good scales, and you test your weight, see where you're at. Because you could think, like, we thought he was at, like, let's say 113, and we get there and they're like, nope, our scale says 115. So he's got those 2 pounds to lose.
That's tough sledding right there, because it's like, what do? You gotta lose that
You
weight
gotta lose the weight.
quick now.
Yeah.
So, how do you like find the balance between them? Because obviously he's 13, he has school, like balance between school and fighting.
Well, that's one of the benefits of the gym is that we have a homework desk
Okay.
at the gym. You know, so if you don't have your homework done, then you sit at that and you do your homework.
Okay.
You know, homework's always, and we've got kids helping other kids with their homework. You've got a poster board. I think him and 2 other kids did a project, a whole project that was due the next day.
There
You
you
know,
go.
so that's the only thing. You have to incorporate it somewhere, you
Sounds
know.
like a good place to put your kid in. It's like,
Yeah, that
he gets,
does sound
he gets
like
to
a-
learn how to fight, and he's gonna be
Right, and his homework's already done. Does she make
homework.
dinner also?
It's like,
Hey, that
I
sounds
got
like
my kids, so I'm gonna have to start pushing them out to go box.
It's not a bad idea, like you said, and then you're getting like mentored. I feel like that's a good, because boxing's year round.
Yeah.
There's not a
It's not a
season,
season, yeah.
so you're constantly. Is there anything like? Do you believe in overtraining? Do you give them off days?
Yes, they have off days. They have off times, you know,
Okay.
and they call that. They
Okay.
call the shots. They say, you know what, I'm going to take a break, especially with him, because he's our only open fighter right now. So open means he has over 10 fights.
Oh, okay.
So open is also, let's say Mac, when he turns open, he had 12 fights, and you can fight somebody with 93 fights. It doesn't matter because you're open. So once you hit open, you know, so that's why he takes a break. They all take
Is
breaks.
there like an age range? Like, could he fight somebody that's say kind of skinnier, but he's 15?
They can fight 1 year up or down.
Okay.
So he's
Okay.
13, he can fight a 12-year-old or a 14-year-old.
Okay.
So, and they keep it within those 2 years.
Okay.
So,
That's good.
I was like,
Yeah, you wouldn't want a 17-year-old that could cut to 110.
yeah.
I mean, a skinny
They
17-year-old,
do
but.
it. They'd be
But
surprised.
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised because you could get a smaller guy,
That's what I'm saying. Like we had like a guy like my height, but he was like
110. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
not very big.
I got a little guy, he's, what, how old is he?
He's
13?
13.
13, 85 pounds. He's a little guy, you know, but he gets it.
I was gonna say it's probably fast.
Yeah, he gets it.
Gotta definitely. How do you work on your feet? Because I know that's important.
Working like footwork wise, it's a lot of jump roping,
Okay.
and then you know like the ladders that they have in football.
Oh yeah, the flat ladders that are on the floor.
We'll do those, or we'll like maybe just like even practice on it, just like your movement or whatever. Just bouncing around on your toes a lot.
Okay.
There's certain movements and like there's like a certain way you have to move. I can't cross my feet whenever I move. I have to stay like.
In your stance.
Are you conventional or are you southpaw?
I'm I can switch to both. So like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's good. That's
Yeah,
really
that
good.
helps them out a lot.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Can I ask what's your record? You have 26 fights. Or do you don't really think?
We don't really
you don't really pay
yeah.
attention to it?
No.
That's good.
Do you ever like, okay, so boxing, I feel there's a lot of blows to the head. Is that ever a concern for you?
It is, but that's the great thing about the referees
Okay.
and our guys. You know, we watch the kids. We watch them. The referees watch them very, very close, and they'll stop it. They'll either stop it or you'll get a standing 8 count. Like if they see that, you know, something's not right or you're not punching back like you should or you're stunned, they're gonna stop the fight. And
Yeah, because see, that's one thing I've taken notice as of late. Because there's a lot of the CT has gone up in football,
yeah,
but it's high in boxing. And I guess the reasoning is in boxing you can get knocked down, and they give you the opportunity to get up, like you said, 8 seconds, 10 seconds. I guess professionals, and then if you're good, how do they check you? Like, don't you have to press down on your gloves?
They like rub your gloves on you, and if they feel like, I guess if they feel your arms are heavy, you know, because you're not really like all there, can knock in the head or whatever.
Okay.
They'll be like, or they'll ask you too, are you okay? You okay? And you're like, yeah, I'm good. Let's go.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, and so I've seen that, and so I know you wear headgear, but it's like wearing a helmet in football.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's the same
it's the same
thing, yeah.
thing. You're still. So yeah, I've always been curious, especially from a mom's perspective. It's like,
Yeah.
you know,
yeah,
That
it's
is
tough.
something.
It's really hard. Not only just the head shots, but the body shots.
right?
Body shots hurt more than headshots.
Yeah,
Yeah.
body shots are no joke.
I've gotten stopped with the body shot.
Really?
I hit twice right here in the ribs, and like I honestly thought my ribs were broken, but they weren't. They were just bruised.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then that's gonna last. How long does that last? A couple weeks?
Yeah, it lasted about like 3 weeks.
Yep.
I went a week without boxing.
Yeah, that was the hardest one for me. I'm crying over there. I'm like, oh my god, my little son. I got a younger son too.
Okay.
He boxes also. He's crying. I was like, oh my god.
It was crying. He's hurt.
He's all hurt.
Oh
My
man.
husband's like, calm down. I'm like,
Do you stand in this corner?
No.
No. So you're
No.
in the stands.
Yeah. So Adam Garcia is our head coach.
Right.
He is the one that gets in the corner with them along with my husband.
Okay.
They're the ones that work the corner, you know, and I'm just the videographer. Just gonna stand there with the phone.
Hey, I mean, someone's got to do it.
Someone's gotta do
And
it.
someone's got to cheer too.
Yeah.
At least I get to tell Adam now when I see him, like, bro, I heard you work the corner, man.
Come on.
That's true. Does he still box?
No,
No.
he gets in there with the kids every once in a while.
He tells me, he's just like, yeah, I'm kind of old. I get in there and give him a little something, but he's like, I'm just too old for
Yeah,
that.
yeah. But he used to box.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
we're like I said, we're not from here, so we've heard the stories. You know, we've seen things. You know,
Yeah.
newspaper clippings and such. But from what I understand, he was a really good,
Yeah.
Yeah.
really good boxer. He's a good coach. You know, Mac's been
yeah.
through some coaches in his time, and you know, he's a really good coach. He's taught him a lot.
Adam's taught me a lot, and I'm very thankful for him. And Drew too, or Andrew
Okay.
Valdez, I'm very thankful. And my dad as well. They're very they're very good at what they do. Like, I'm glad that I have them as coaches, because without them, I wouldn't be where I'm at now. I wouldn't have gone to Utah or Texas or any of these other places without them. So
Heck yeah, man. That's 100%. Because like y'all mentioned earlier, it's a team thing.
Yeah.
Like you're in there by yourself, but the preparation's gonna get you where you gotta go.
that's how teammates are. Like, my teammates are like that too. They'll motivate you. Feeling down one day, you'll be like, hey, come on, let's pick it up, let's go, let's do this. And like, that's the good thing about having a team behind you.
Yep.
You got people to motivate, and you motivate people to do better, get higher, and just succeed in boxing.
Where do you see yourself? You see yourself boxing forever?
Yeah.
Not forever. Like I know you're gonna get old someday,
Yeah.
but I mean for a career like later on.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna try to go professional.
Okay.
That's my goal.
What
How do you-
motivates you?
What motivates me a lot is my grandpa and my dad. Just to keep on going. And I had a friend too that passed away. That motivates me too. Like I gotta make him proud. So after every fight, I have angel wings right here, and I'll tap them. Like it's for you, you know.
Yeah.
So it means a lot to me.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
Actually, I got angel wings on the back of my hat.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool, man.
All his gear has the angel wings on
That's
it.
Nice.
Cool.
That's super awesome, man.
Oh yeah.
Sorry to hear about your friend, but that's cool. You
Yes,
represent
sir.
him, man.
Yes, sir.
For sure. How do you determine when a good tournament's to get involved with, like especially traveling?
So you're in the amateur boxing scene. Everybody pretty much, hey, you know, you go into these fights. These are good. You know, we're fairly new.
Okay.
You know, we're new to the amateur boxing world. Like I said, we've only been in this new building a year, and that's when we really started traveling. So you know, we want to hit like the Big D in Dallas. That's a big tournament in July. We went to that one. You know, and there's another one coming up in Mesa, Arizona that we want to go to, the Gene Lewis. Those are the big tournaments that you want to hit because that's where you're gonna get.
Recognition.
But not so much recognition. That's where you're gonna get the good competition.
Oh, okay.
That's
okay.
where it's gonna be like, okay, well, you know what? He beat this kid over here, or he lost to this kid, but it was a really good fight. Let's go ahead and try to hit up JLs or Junior Olympics.
That and it'll give you experience as well.
Yeah.
Get better and better
Yeah.
and better.
Yeah, definitely experience is key, man.
Mhm.
Like you're getting it under your belt and no pun intended. Yeah, you're just getting it done and the more you keep boxing, I mean, you're pretty tall. You seem like a tall 13-year-old.
Yes,
So
sir.
I'm assuming you probably got a pretty nice reach.
I'm actually one of the shorter ones. believe it or not.
Really? I feel like you're a tall 13. I guess I was just a short 13.
He's more of an inside fighter. He
Okay.
stays on the inside a little bit. He doesn't have so much of a reach, so he's
Oh, okay.
pretty much on the inside, you know.
This right here is my hair. Right?
Yeah, he works
Okay.
the body a lot. The whole team, they're pretty good about working the body, you know, because like he said, the body hurts more than the head.
Do you spar a lot prior to your fights, and how far out are you constantly sparring?
We'll spar like every now and then. Whenever they're like say, I learn something new, or my teammates will learn something new. We all learn something new, you know. We'll spar maybe like on a Thursday. We'll
Okay.
spar and then they'll stop it. Be like, well, we need to do this, and then they'll start sparring again. But we spar every now and then. Just
Okay.
Yeah, but we won't spar the week before the fights. So let's say the fights are on Saturday, that week before we won't spar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. You don't want to go in there all beat up.
All beat up,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's not the
Bruised
best
and
All
idea.
bruised, yeah.
So whenever you travel, do you leave a little bit in advance?
We typically like to leave the day before, the Friday.
Oh, okay.
We'll wait till the kids get out of school and we'll load everybody up
Okay.
in our vehicles, you know, and we'll take off as a team. And because, I mean, weigh-ins are normally at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
You know, and we're going to Las Cruces, El Paso, San Angelo, Texas. Some of them are 6-7 hours away.
Yeah.
So we'll typically leave the day before, and that way we can watch everybody's weight. You know, they don't want to go home Friday night and eat mom's rice and beans and tortillas and then have to
Yeah.
weigh in, and so
They probably want to.
They want to,
Just
yeah.
Should it?
so
That's good, man. I mean, it sounds like you guys are doing good on the business side. Like you guys started the gym. You guys have how many kids did you mention? you had?
22.
22 kids.
Yeah,
And it sounds like y'all are growing, right? You said
Oh,
you
yeah.
had a second building.
yeah, definitely growing. Yeah,
And that's very promising because, again, like he mentioned, it seems like a good way of like allowing your kids to grow by learning how to defend themselves at the very least. Even
Yeah.
if they don't pursue it like further down the road, just I think that's important
Yeah.
in life.
it is. It is. And we have a lot of kids too that come in because they're getting bullied.
Okay.
You know, and so they're like, well, we want to learn how to defend ourselves, or you know, maybe take out some anger and aggression as well. You know, boxing's great for that. You know, and a lot of these kids, they're just like, oh, I'm getting bullied at school, and to build their confidence. I mean,
Mhm.
sometimes they walk through this door and they're looking down and they're just not
Not feeling
they're
it.
not feeling it. They're like, man, I just walked into this wolf's den kind of thing, you know, because everybody's working out.
Right.
So it builds their confidence. You know, they know how to defend themselves. They lose weight. A lot of kids are just stuck in front of a TV, you know, playing video games. And I mean, I had one kid, he wrote me a card. It was so sweet. He was just here for the summer.
Okay.
And I think he lost 17 pounds
Nice.
over the summer. And he was from Arkansas. I think it was Arkansas. And he was getting bullied a lot in school. And he left there and he was the most confident kid. And it was just, yeah, he was real happy, you know. And he's like, thanks, you know, I want to do this back home. And so that's very fulfilling.
Right.
You know, that's just, it's an awesome feeling to have these kids come up to you and be like, thank you, you know.
Right. No, I bet you feel like that, especially because you're. It's like you're grooming them.
Yes.
You know, you're seeing them grow. You're like mentoring them. You're a mother figure to them. I mean, I'm sure your dad and the other coaches are like father figures, not as in the sense of like taking care of them, but like teaching them valuable lessons and stuff like that. So that's super awesome to see how you're making a movement.
Yes.
You know? And I think everybody can appreciate that to the fullest. And anybody out there has kids interested in boxing, I'm more than sure they'd be more than willing to take you guys in. Like,
Yeah, definitely.
like the more the merrier.
Yeah.
Do you guys got any girls?
We have 4 girls training with us right now. Yeah, we have 4 girls. They haven't competed yet. They're on you.
Okay.
You know, so we have girls as well. And girls, it's really hard to find fights for. Because it's, you know, there's not a lot of girl boxers.
Right.
So, but, you know, when you do, you fight them twice, maybe 3 times. Because it's, like I said, it's a small community. Unless you travel, like, far, California and all these other places, you know, you're not going to really find too many girl
Right.
fights.
How do you, I don't want to say treat them differently, but do you have like maybe a different regimen for them since they're not like boys?
No, it's pretty much just all fundamentals, and they work on the same thing that the guys work on. They'll spar the guys.
Oh, okay.
And I've seen some girls put it on the boys, you know, and I'm just like, hey man, you know. But the guys are really good, you know, they know that they're working with girls, especially with him because he's more experienced, you know, pull punches but I mean, they're in a fight. They know what they're doing, and there's some tough girls out there.
Yeah, I guess you're right. There's not very... Like, there's a popular girl now. She's a boxer. I don't know her name. I should have Googled it. But there's a popular boxer, but she's considering going MMA. Have you ever thought about going MMA?
No, sir, I haven't. It's just like, I like to stick with boxing because like wrestling wise, I'm not very good at it. You know.
Okay.
He's not good at wrestling at all.
No, it's understandable. I mean, when you're good at something, you run with it.
Oh yeah.
But I just thought I'd ask because that girl, she's like super, like a badass, I guess you could say, and she's trying to fight Amanda Nunes in MMA. But she's also mentioned like she wants to do that, but she wants her to come and do her sport too, so boxing.
Boxing, yeah.
And I'm like, it's different when you got grappling involved and then it's just boxing.
Yeah.
I think boxing is more, how can you put it? It's like, I don't know, man. Like, it's so much, like, you can't be as flawed as MMA. You could do something wrong in MMA and maybe make it up. Boxing, I don't feel like you can. You mess up a little bit, that other person takes advantage of that little.
Quick.
Yes. It's a fast sport. It's like any little hole, it can be the game changer.
Yeah.
You get caught with something nasty and it changes your perspective on them too. Like, you get caught with something clean, you're like, whoa, okay, well, he's starting to catch on to things. I need to switch it up a little bit. And that's where with Adam too, where he teaches me to go left from right. Because I'm naturally right-handed.
Okay.
So say I get caught with something while I'm fighting right-handed and I go against the ropes, I can switch to left-handed and just switch everything up. Their world turns backwards pretty much because they have to switch up and rethink everything.
Right. Because that's like a little secret you got in your own pocket.
Oh yeah.
Pretty
Nice.
sick.
Yeah, not everybody can do it. You know,
Right.
it's again with experience, but he's pretty much got it mastered. Hopefully, we'll see.
There you go. Just keep working, man. Practice makes perfect. Boxing doesn't really lift weights, do they?
No, not really. It kind of makes you slower.
Right.
You know, I mean, you're kind of bulky. So
Mhm.
we do have a strength and conditioning coach. So we
Right.
have 3 coaches. We have Adam, our head coach.
Okay.
Pascual, which is my husband. He's our assistant coach.
Okay.
And then we have Andrew. He's our strength and conditioning coach.
Okay.
He works on lifting weights, but it's small.
Okay.
Small weights, you know, nothing big, just kind of toning the shoulders and the arms and the legs, you know, but not a lot of lifting, no.
Okay. It's more conditioning.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
constant moving, running. What's the best conditioning that you feel like is you use the best? Is it running miles? Is it the bag? Is it what do you do that you feel is good conditioning?
I guess almost like a lot of running. We do a lot of running,
Okay.
so I got a feeling running plays a big part in my cardio.
Okay.
But then there's also the bag. Like bag, you could just punch. There's like 1-2s. It's called machine guns, and you could do that, and that's very tiring too.
Okay.
But like running and like running wise, it burns everything down here, and bag wise, everything's getting worked up here.
Oh, okay.
So they both play a very important part in
Right.
conditioning.
Yeah, especially, you know, running because you don't want to run out of wind, I guess is what they say.
yeah,
know,
you got your endurance.
Yeah.
No, I've seen boxers and MMA fighters. Their cardio is not very good.
Yeah.
And maybe that's why they're not constantly like boxing. They're not throwing because when they get in fights, they're throwing big bombs. And I don't know. I feel like when people do that, they're tiring themselves out.
Yeah.
I think that's the word I was looking for. Is a strategic athlete sport. Like you have to be smart mentally to beat somebody.
That plays a very big part. They say boxing is like a game of chess.
Yes.
You do something wrong, say you move the wrong piece, that's dead. That puts your main piece at risk, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of how it is. You do something wrong and then you're kind of at risk. You gotta be like, well, okay, I need to fix that quick. Because if I don't, I'm gonna get knocked out or knocked down, or I'm gonna get stunned or something big is gonna happen.
Yep. And that's the thing about a fight. You just never know how it's gonna go.
Yeah.
You could win. How many rounds do you go typically? What's his?
They go 3 rounds.
Okay.
Usually it's a minute until, again, you hit a certain age
Okay.
or weight. Then they bump it up to a minute and a half.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, and then once you get older, I think it goes to 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes.
And once you turn around like 15, 16, it's 2 minutes.
Oh, okay.
And then whenever you turn 18, it's 3 minutes.
So you need to start training for 3 minutes.
That sounds like a long time.
That's
It is a long time.
That is.
It is, but you don't really
I'm gonna
notice
start fighting like
it.
Mayweather, just run around all the time. I need conditioning.
I mean, a minute sounds like forever.
Bro, that's
And you're doing. You said 3 rounds of a minute each.
It feels forever. Like you're in there fighting, and it feels like an eternity. You're just like, oh my gosh.
It's like time just slows down. I
Yeah,
guess.
it's pretty crazy because like I'll be fighting and it feels like everything's just slowing down. Like I can only see my opponent. Everything else is blacked out. I can't hear anyone. Like there's people screaming and like some fights they'll even be drinking, so they're a lot louder or whatever. But I can whenever I'm in there, my mom's like cheering. I can't even hear her. I hear my coaches, and that's about it.
That's good, man. That shows a lot of mental strength because you're basically like isolating exactly your focus. Like your focus is
on that one.
yeah.
fight.
Yeah.
And I think if you're speaking of it, and we hadn't even mentioned it, that shows a lot, man. Because like I said, when you're locked in, you're lethal, man. That's when you're most focused, and the only people you hear is the people gonna to basically coach you how to beat this opponent.
Yeah.
Because they're looking at other things you're not seeing because you're in there. They're like, oh, this is open, or that's open, or move there, move there. Like that's a lot, man. Keep going. Sounds like you're on your way to a lot of successes.
Yes, sir.
You ever watch a fight on your other, like, watch film on the other fighters that you're about to fight?
All the time.
All the time?
I watch certain fighters that I'm about to fight. Maybe even potential fighters that I'll fight in the future.
Oh, okay.
I'll be watching them and I'll be like, alright, well they do this a lot. Or they move like this. Or they throw this big punch like this. and then you study it, and then you watch more recent fights or maybe even later fights, and then you're just like, this is their style. This is what they're gonna do all the time. And then maybe they even watch me too, so they're just like, all right, well, he does this and this and this. I think that's what makes the fight so like good, so makes it look so more professional, because they're like, oh, well, he knows he's gonna do that, so how's he gonna get around that?
That's super awesome.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and you don't even have to watch because like you fight everybody in the same general area.
Right.
So you're gonna see them fight, at a fight, or somebody that's fought them already or whatever. I mean, you sit there and watch them like, oh yeah, I remember that kid.
Right.
Yeah, he's got a big right hook, or
That's super cool, man. I'm encouraged to see where this takes you. I'm hoping, I'm pretty sure he's going to go with me. We're going to attend your fight in February. And looking forward to you getting that W, man.
Oh, yeah.
One last question. I do want to ask you, where'd you come up with bully boxing?
So, I have a dog.
Okay.
I have American bullies.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, well, you know what? Bully boxing.
I can actually show you the...
Go ahead. Yeah.
So it's a dog.
Oh, nice.
And then it's
That's pretty sick.
Yeah, we got some of your gloves right here.
Oh, that's right, our gloves. Yeah.
We got some gloves.
There you go.
So we also have a big event in September.
Okay.
So the last one that we had was September 14th, and it was at the convention center.
Okay.
And we brought a carnival, and we had a car show, and it was Bullies Against Bullying.
Okay.
So that was a big. We had our first event. We had a girl come and talk about, how she was being bullied and how boxing helped her and her dad and everybody, So I think she's a national champion. I'm pretty sure she's a national champion. She's from Dallas.
Okay.
And then this last one that we had, the city manager came and talked, about bullying that's going on in the schools. And we're big against, not bullying and not, because we train these kids. We're training you to compete. We're not training you to go and pick on some kid or, because if that happens, you're done.
Right.
Yeah, that's not what we're about. We're totally against that.
Right.
And taking these kids out of this gang life that's going on here. I mean, it's terrible.
100% agree.
It is terrible, So, and I like the location of the gym because it's not in the best neighborhood.
Yeah.
So I have a couple of kids that come from around, and they've kind of steered away from that life, and hopefully we can keep them on the right track.
Yeah, that's what I was like. That's basically what I was getting at earlier. Is it gives a good way of getting away from that lifestyle. Like that isn't just the only way to live life.
Yeah.
Like I know that's what people have seen, especially being like just presented that probably at young ages.
Yeah.
And I don't know, sometimes they just need like a family. I'm sure you guys are like a family.
Yeah.
And so I couldn't encourage more to just, even if it's not their gym, go find another gym. Like just get out of there. Like it's not worth it. You're not, like there's so much more to life than being down those roads.
There is.
And so I couldn't encourage that more. We've talked about it in the past. Like it sucks seeing that kind of stuff.
It does. It's hard, because you see all these kids walking around. Oh gosh, and you know what? They have so much heart. They have a lot of heart because some of these kids are fighting just because they like to fight.
Mm-hmm.
Or some of these kids like to fight because maybe it's going to take them somewhere and they're going to make all this money,
right.
Or the passion of it. So I just hope that they stick with it.
Me too.
That's the only thing, because it draws you back in so much.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to just and at a young age, you're growing. You don't know what ultimately life's gonna bring. Even being older now, it's like still I get presented things that are just like curveballs in life.
Yeah.
And it's like you have to understand like it's okay to say no.
Yeah.
Or walk away.
Yeah.
Or be the bigger person. And so yeah, that's definitely encouraging to see. You guys are welcoming that. It's like come do this. even if you're just there to watch and encourage them, like
Yeah.
make friends. You don't even have to box. Make friends and encourage them. Go watch their fights, stuff like that.
Oh yeah, we have kids come in. Not only kids, we have adults come in all the time.
Okay.
You know, it's an open door pretty much. Everybody just walks in and they'll watch the kids spar or they'll watch, you know, the kids work out, and they don't want to join. They don't want to do. They just want to check it out.
Nice.
You know, come on in.
Oh yeah.
You know, so and right now we're trying to do a lot more for the community.
Okay.
You know, right now we had a coat drive. We gave some coats away to Pecos Elementary. They're the ones that's closest to us.
Right.
So we did that. You know, we gave some turkeys out for Thanksgiving.
Cool.
We did. What else did we? There was something else that we
We
did.
did a car wash too. Did we do that too?
Yeah, but that was fundraising. We do a lot of fundraising.
Okay.
You know, because again, a lot of these kids, you know, they don't have a lot of money. We, you know, us as the coaches, you know, that's a lot. It's a lot out of our pockets. So we try to get sponsors, fundraisers. You know, we got a couple going on now. I think we're raffling off a barbecue pit, and we got salsa. The kids are gonna start selling salsa.
Awesome.
So yeah, but that's what we're trying to do with the kids. It's not so much.
And how do you enter the barbecue so people know?
So we have raffle tickets at the gym. So you can contact me, or we have a Facebook page,
Okay.
Bully Boxing Team. My number's on there. You know, or you can come by the gym or find a member if you know someone. You know,
Okay.
and the salsa as well. You know, we have that. I think that's gonna go out. January 24th is the day they'll be delivered.
Okay.
So yeah.
We'll definitely leave your Facebook link in our description of the
Okay,
video.
cool.
So you guys want to purchase a ticket for a chance to win a barbecue, or you want to buy some salsa, we'll give you the Facebook and you guys can visit their page or go. She mentioned where they're at on East McGaffey Street. Go by the gym, check it out, maybe even work out. Maybe even
Yeah,
out
take it
eat
for the
it.
29th of February
That's
for the
right.
fight.
Yeah.
There you go. So
Let's just sell it out. Make sure it's sold out for everywhere. Let's try to get it sold out.
Yeah, we have a lot of supporters here in town.
Mhm.
You know, even people that just, like I said, that stop by, or pro fighters that, you know, are from Roswell. They'll
okay.
come by the gym, they'll work with the kids, with Mac. You know, we've got, I think, like 3 or 4 of them that come by the gym.
Nice.
Even older fighters, you know,
That's cool.
that come by and just check it out and watch
That's
the kids.
super awesome.
Yeah.
We definitely appreciate you guys coming in
Oh,
today.
Thanks for having us.
Of course,
Thank
of
you.
course, of course. I'm looking forward to your fight. Looking forward to seeing what else Bully Boxing and it all together brings. I hope you guys grow and there's hundreds of kids and adults. Like,
Why
we want-
not?
Yeah, like we want it, and we want to help. If there's like if you guys are doing a fundraiser or something, please like reach out, or we'll probably reach out to you guys. That way we can help. Like if it's like you said, washing cars or giving out turkeys
Yeah.
or whatever, I don't mind. I want
Awesome.
to do more
Thanks.
charity works, and I am more than happy to help the kids
Yeah.
because that to me is important. You guys are our future, and yeah, any way we can help.
Oh, thank
I
you
mean,
so much. We appreciate that.
you.
You know.
Thank you. Good luck. Good luck to everyone else that is fighting on that card and in the future as well. And if you guys are having some trouble dealing with stuff at home or wherever else at school, go check out the gym. Talk to them. I'm sure they're going to help you out, lend a hand however they can. And I don't think you'll regret it whatsoever.
Absolutely.
So, on that note, hope you guys had a good time enjoying today's company. I hope y'all learned something. Hope maybe it encouraged you, if not to box, to go work out or something. You never know. Whatever it is, hope you guys enjoyed it. Y'all guys have a blessed day. Till next time, Beard Bros out. Peace.